Well, hi everybody. I've been distracted from making today's vlog by actually doing nothing all day. I had to get up really early this morning at about 6:30 because one of our guests on the campsite wanted to go home very early because they had a very long drive from the northwest near Chester all the way down to Cornwall. It's a bit of a long drive. They wanted to get it started before the traffic built up on the M6 and so on. So the security gate thing doesn't open till 8, but I let them out at just about 7 o'clock. So that was that. I made some tea, went back to bed, had a little bit of a drink of tea, a bit of a snooze, answered a couple of comments and so on. But then before I knew it, it was 11:30 and I was still in bed in shorts and a t-shirt, which I'd gone out to let people out. Anyway, enough about the laziness. So what I thought I'd do, we had a question about how we make the videos, how long does it take. So the question came from Stasiod. He asked, I think it's a he, the picture looks like a he asked how long it takes to make one of these videos and get it up online. There's a few bits previous to this bit that I will have cut out, so you'll see some jump cuts that will mean that I'm sort of saying one thing and then I stop and move position suddenly, and that's called a jump cut. Most of the cuts that I do are sort of faded, so they transition sort of in and out between the two scenes. Some of them have that a sort of flash transition, but what I wanted to do is show you the process that I go through for editing these videos. I use the Photos app to, and you will see here the video from yesterday, and let's just play that. So this is all the raw footage from yesterday that you're seeing, and this is how, you know, I'm sort of moving things around and making sure things work, and there we are. But that's the raw footage. It comes into my iPad. This is an iPad with a keyboard. I used the Apple Pencil quite a bit to sort of manipulate things, but the footage comes in through this little device here, which is a sort of lightning connector, which is the iPad sort of lightning connector there. So this plugs into here, and then I pop in to here the SD card from the camera and that loads up the footage from the camera that's recording now into the Photos app. So once it's in there, and you'll see it's there, and you know, these are all my photos, and I can sort of grab hold of, there's another bit of sort of footage there from another video.
Well, hi everybody.
So you'll see I keep all the sort of footage in Photos, but then I go into LumaFusion, and you'll see down in this section here I have the you'll see the this is me using this sort of Apple Pencil to scroll through, and we keep all the various bits up here. So there's photos, and I can grab hold of a piece of footage from here. And let me just choose another bit of footage that I've previously used, and you'll see that in here I can set the in and out points by really just sort of playing. What I do is I play the
This
video.
Caravan,
Yes.
and we had a motor mover fitted.
Yes, we
you
did.
didn't have one,
Yeah, so
and
mounted up.
you know, and all the bits and pieces.
When I'm ready to use a piece of video here, there's an in point marker here, so I can move the video along, and then just click the in point marker and click along to the out point, and I can click the out point marker, and you'll see here between these 2 points is the piece of video. I wonder whether you can actually see that too well. Yeah, so between this point here and this point here are the bits of that's the in and out point marker. So then once I'm ready to use that piece of video, I click here and drag that into the timeline, and it automatically knows that that piece of video is not the same as it was before. So I can use the new clip duration, and it just does that. So the next thing I do is make sure that I've got this piece is just an overlay of the video, the vlog number, and I increment by 1 every day. So I'll just double click that, and then up here I'll just increment the number, and then down here I'll increment the date, the 5th, and we're done. So we go back, and then that plays along. So you'll see if I play that
To May, it's now
here.
1st of June.
Sorry. If I play that, you'll see
So we have a
the
buyer
video, the date is here, and
currently
the
going
video
through.
number's
We were
there.
hoping for it to complete on the 19th of May. It's now the 1st of June.
So that's my video from the 1st of June, as an example of how I drag from my photos library up here into the timeline. And I've got this piece of music, but this is royalty-free music that comes with the LumaFusion interface, and you'll see it's very, very simple to use. So I've got royalty-free music here, and I can scroll around that. I don't need the pencil. I can do this with my fingers, but it's just easier to do it with a smaller sort of tip pencil. And I'm using the it's called Happy Energy 4 items, and I'm using this music here for the intro and the outro. I use the bouncy TV commercial, which I can preview here. I really like that music, and it has a nice sort of ending that I put right at the end as well, and it finishes with that sort of doop doop, and then I end the titles on that. So what I'll do is place the music in there, and when I double tap that, it brings me into this sort of closer interface where I can change the volume of the music as we go along. So if I delete the volume markers, it's now at sort of full volume all the way through, and so I can come back to here. I'm just going to choose that marker, delete that, and then sort of go along.
So we have a buyer.
So we're here, we're coming along, and we're just trying to choose a point where
we have a buyer.
We can start the music intro to fade off. So I'm just going to go backwards a bit and add a new marker there, and then scroll forward a bit, and as we go into the main speech, I go a few seconds in and then add a new marker, because what happens is the volume goes from full down to sort of 0. I don't want that to happen like in a vertical. I want it to just fade off over time of about 3 or 4 seconds. So I can put a new marker in there, and then while I'm on that marker I can then reduce that to 0, and you might see the music starts here at full volume and then goes over that time. But let's listen to how that works. So I'll start from where the music starts to decrease, and you can decide whether I've got that right, and I'm not sure. It takes me a couple of goes sometimes.
So we have a buyer currently going through. We were hoping for it to complete on the 19th of May. It's now the 1st of June.
So that's the point at which it went to 0, and I think that's about right. And I do that at the other end. So when I'm really the opposite sort of process. So you'll see that's the process that I use. Once I've edited all that together, I click the upload button. It processes the vlog and then pushes it up to YouTube. Now, one of the things that I don't like about LumaFusion is that it doesn't take on the upload defaults, and there's no way of me putting the description that I want as a default. Yeah, because there's certain things that I want in the description field that I always want there. You know, links to websites and so on and so on. It doesn't allow me to do that. Now, LumaFusion is great. It's a really simple piece of software. It's for the iPad and iOS. It's really great, and it only costs £20, I think, or $20. So really top-notch software for that much money. The equivalent software that I was using was on the MacBook Pro, my laptop, my Mac laptop. That was Final Cut Pro X, and that was 10 times the money, like £200 to do the same thing. Okay, it got loads more functionality and color grading and, you know, all that sort of pro stuff, but I never needed it. This is working great, and you know, I'm hoping that these videos are working. I think they are. Anyway, that's how I do videos and edits. I try to get these in one take. I'm going to take the card out, upload it to Photos, import it in, do a couple of chop edits of the things of, you know, maybe me moving camera position. I'll cut those out, and then we'll go for the upload. So that's how it's done. Really simple process. I try and shorten the whole process all the time. So if you like these videos and you haven't subscribed yet, why not consider subscribing? Click the subscribe button down below, and don't forget the little ding dong bell next to it that will send you reminders. And if you haven't yet clicked the thumbs up button, if you really like the video, do that now. Click the like button, thumbs up. That'll tell us that we're doing it right. And please, please, please comment. Give us some feedback so that we know what your thoughts are. And don't forget, this video is as a result of a question that we got about how do we upload and edit videos and how long does it take. Anyway, we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.